I just realized that I need 20 golden bananas in this world, and that's going to be all of them without the blueprints, because I'm not cashing in any of the blueprints until the very end of the game. Okay, so that's the 5 warp. Where's the 4 warp? I thought it was out here somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that's it over there. I hate how slow you swim on the surface of the water. And like a distance like that, you can't really justify going underwater for that. But basically, like, I really love A Link to the Past. I love A Link to the Past more than Ocarina of Time by a long shot. But like, the entire premise of his sequelitis was like a really lame concept, to say the least. And like, like, it was okay, but like, Melinda was telling me that, like, apparently the sequelitis was pretty much done like 2 years ago, which is ridiculous if you really think about it. Like, what the hell? Why would you not release that? That's basically just being a giant jack off and like just not releasing content. I mean, yeah, I had like the one video of like Donkey Kong 64 with lyrics that I had on my computer for like, I forget how long it was. It was a long time though. It was like 3 months, I think. About. Wow, how did I actually get that? I'm legitimately surprised that I got that. I'll get that bunch of bananas on the way out if I don't get it on the way in. But basically, you gotta go through the keyhole of this treasure chest, because the keyhole and the climb and the cattails. I don't know why I felt the need to quote that, but whatever. I don't even remember what that's from. Like, I honestly don't. But yeah, like the entire premise of the video was like really lame. Like, he had a lot of really good points. Like, honestly, I can't remember, but because I watched it and it was like 2 in the morning and I'd been up for like really, really long. It wasn't a really, really long time that I'd been up for, but it was like I had been up and I'd driven 10 hours, and then like it was ridiculous. Same with like Gerard the Completionists, his 100th episode. Like, I watched that at like 1 in the morning after driving for like 5 hours. It was, and I barely remember any of it. Did I just phase? Okay, no, I didn't phase through the teeth. I thought I did. I think there's some tiny coins around here too. Whatever, I'll get them later. Plus, at the point of the game where you get that move from the Banana Fairy Queen, where it lets you like fart on those pads and lets you get 5 coins for each Kong. By that point in the game, you really don't need any more coins. Like, you could just go to each pad that you see and that'll be enough coins for the rest of the game. But yeah, I just thought like the entire premise of the video was really lame. Like, it felt sort of like a cop-out, and I think it probably would have worked better if you did like Zelda 1 versus Zelda 2, or like Zelda 1 versus Link to the Past, because that's pretty much like Zelda 2 is like, now I've collected all these pearls, maybe I should go see the mermaid? How do you know about the mermaid, Tiny? What the hell? Like, that's just sort of an awkward game design that they did there, where they just sort of scripted that once she got all the pearls that she would go and see the mermaid that we haven't actually seen yet. And I could probably go and see right now, but I won't, because there's more stuff to do on this side of the world. And stuff and things and people, and these coins are so giant. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna put a lot of effort into a video like that, at least make sure that you've got some really good points. That's all I'm really saying, is that like if you want to make a video where you're like comparing 2 different games, and one is like everyone's beloved childhood game, and you're basically like, it almost felt like he was trashing it just for the sake that it's everyone's beloved childhood game. Like they were basically just calling it, he was basically just calling it a piece of shit. And that's sort of what I felt like. And I am definitely not the biggest fan of Ocarina of Time. Don't get me wrong, I am not like defending it in any way or anything like that, but I just sort of thought that his reasoning was a little bit bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Now basically what I like to do is I like to do a nice little sweep of each of these little areas. There's like 3 arms of this area, it can get a little confusing. So I do a sweep, and I go one direction, and I'll not the band. Don't worry. I go like in one direction, and I'll go and do everything that's like on the surface, and then I'll go in the other direction and do everything underwater. And if it's something like this, where like you have to play an instrument and it opens a door like that, then I generally tend to like just go back and forth over and over again until I've gotten everything done. And then once I've done that, then I go and I lower the water level. Dude, Tiny Kong swim. I'm holding the A button like she was not swimming. It was weird. I find Tiny Kong is the slowest swimmer, and I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but whatever. But I like to go and sweep each one of these areas, and I don't know, that's just the way I do it. That's the way I probably always will do it, and that's the way I always have done it. So yeah. It's just my way or the highway. You can think of it what you will. I don't really care that much. But yeah, like, as I was saying, like, if you're making a video like that, with that much effort and dedication that's put into it, like, at least go and make sure that you've got some really good points to back up your facts with, like, the things you're arguing. Like, don't go and sort of slap it together and just sort of insult people's favorite game for the sake of doing so. Like, I don't think Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game, because I don't think that the story is the best of any Zelda game. I don't think the overworld is the best of any Zelda game. Okay, I need to go into first person for this, or it just won't let me. God fucking damn it! Get the banana, Tiny Kong! What is the malfunction here? Thank you. Jeez, I thought she was, like, losing some slack before. This is, like, even worse. Go and get the regular banana, Tiny Kong! What are you doing? What are you doing to me, Kong? What are you doing? But I'm in the process of making a video that's like, well, it's like in the first like working stage of the video. Like it's like basically still a glimmer in my eye, but I'm in the process of it, and basically like it's similar to that. It's like sort of like, it's almost like trash talking something. Like there's the entire premise of the video is just complaining, but I think people will like it, and I've got some pretty good facts to like back up what I'm saying, so that's why I think that it's like worthwhile to go and like actually make this video. And I didn't realize that there was a banana fairy in here. I'm gonna go and explore the rest of this beforehand. I'm probably gonna miss a couple bananas in here, but that's okay with me. I think I need to be closer. No, maybe not. This one I always find is really difficult to actually get. So like, basically like here, you could be right on it, and it could still not count. It's really annoying, and the hitbox for this is really, really terrible. Get back here. Get back here. God damn it. Well, that's what happens when you miss your shot. And hopefully I don't miss this like 6 times. But basically, like, this is one of those things where you have to just sort of see the shot and then commit to it. I'm gonna come over here because, I don't know, because it seems more wide open. Here, get back here, Mr. Banana Fairy. God damn it. I saw the shot and then it moved. Some of these banana fairies can be really difficult to get. This is one of the more difficult ones, I find. I always have found that it has been very difficult for me to get this banana fairy. Let's back up a little bit, and hopefully that'll help. Get back here, Mr. Banana Fairy. There we go. 3rd time's the charm. And backing up, apparently, is also the charm. Wow, this video is at 33 minutes. It does not feel that long. See, I noticed that I'm like almost at 4 hours of gameplay, and I'm like, I'm already in World 4, but I haven't really like cleared out everything. So like that's why I don't feel like I'm doing this really, really fast or anything like that, is because like I haven't gone and cleared out all of the worlds or anything like that. I haven't really bothered, and it's not really a big deal to me to go and clear out everything immediately, but this world is basically something that I'm gonna have to, just in order to like move the LP along the way that I wanted to move it along. I don't know. It's hard to describe. I'm drunk. Just ignore the drunk guys. Shit like that. I don't know. What's the deal with airline food, anyways? I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Let's go and visit Funky because I think he has some kind of an upgrade. I'm not actually too sure. He might have like an ammo upgrade or something like that. No? Bad news, tiny dude. Whoa, dudes, I'm Funky Kong. Have you ever actually like looked at your hands and just thought they're like really huge? Like I do that sometimes, and it's like it's a very, very odd feeling when you realize, like, dude, my hands are actually like legitimately pretty huge. Like, this is very odd. And I don't know why I've ever felt that, but I just sort of have. I'm pretty sure that one on the top with the lanky dude, with the chunky dude, Chunky's blueprint or whatever, I'm pretty sure that guy, well, that platform is like Lanky's instrument and not Chunky's. It might be Chunky's, I'm not entirely too sure. I'll take Chunky there first, just to like grab his blueprint and see whose thing it is. I don't remember what side this thing was on. I think it was over here, maybe? Maybe? No? That one, this one over here was Tiny's, so it's got to be on the other side. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, all these doors are numbered, but the one on the top, I believe, is number 1. And this one, I think, was number 3? I don't remember. I don't really care that much, so they're just sort of numbered, and that's a thing. And some of these you have to play a bonus game. Some of these it's just like, there's a golden banana that's just sort of sitting here and whatever. I'm pretty sure DK's is almost like a maze. I really can't remember. But they do some of these things where they'll like make an area and they'll give one thing for like each Kong in the area. And I think that it's actually really, really cool that they do that. There's one in Angry Aztec in particular that absolutely terrifies the crap out of me, and I really don't want to do it. Oh god, Crazy Kong Clamber. Press A to fire the melons. Hopefully I don't screw this up completely. The thing about this game is that if you shoot a Kong, then you actually end up having to, like, get an extra one. So, like, if I shot one now, it'd go back up to 11. And then I'd have to hit, like, I guess it would be 2 extra shots. No, I think it'd be 3 if you miss it. In order for it to be like... No, it is 2 extra shots. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Ignore the idiot behind the LP screen thing. God, it has been way too long since I've recorded. And I'm just like... I don't know, I feel like I have nothing to talk about. And I always sort of pride myself on being like, I don't script my LPs or anything like that. Because people like Peanut Butter Gamer totally scripts his LPs. I don't know if the Game Grumps do, but it almost feels like it. Because they always say like, oh yeah, these episodes take a lot of time to make and stuff like that. And I'm like, how? You literally just like slap on a border and Barry edits like one thing per episode in. And like, yeah, the editing is funny, don't get me wrong. It's like hilarious. Like Barry is the funniest person on Game Grumps because he'll just like put in something absolutely retarded and ridiculous. And it's like freaking awesome. How come Donkey Kong's always the first one to get a banana medal in these worlds? Jesus, Donkey, you gotta, like, calm your tits a little bit with the banana medals. Like, gotta give everybody else a chance to get one. I don't think Chunky's ever gotten one. How many regular bananas do I have now? 281, wow, I am, like, practically there. What is in here? Just a bedroom? Okay. This ship is creepy. Let's just follow the bones on the ground. But yeah, I pride myself on someone who doesn't script his LPs whatsoever. Like, sometimes I'll, like, write down a topic on my desktop or something like that, and if I really have nothing, like, absolutely nothing to say on anything, then I'll just look down and I'll be like, oh, yeah, there's this topic that I could talk about and stuff like that. And yeah, it'll be a good time, and then we'll talk about this sort of stuff. But like, generally I'll like write something down like that, and then I just won't end up talking about it whatsoever. That's what like the Earthbound bonus video was like those ones were like, not the one for grinding, but like the 4 that were for finding the Sword of Kings. That's what those were for. Was like, like I had those notes in case I totally like botched my entire like LP and just had nothing to talk about. And I'm like, and we're gonna go and we're gonna just to fight this guy, and then we're gonna go and fight this guy. And I didn't want to be like really boring or anything like that. Dude, I totally dodged that wave. Don't get me wrong, game. Chunky Kong will destroy your innards with his mighty fist of fistulas. Does anybody actually know what a fistula is? All I know is that it just doesn't sound good. Like, it's one of those things that just, it sounds like something that you really would not want to have. And that's all that I can really describe it as. Now, that's basically all we can do in this area for now. Just gonna swim around with Chunky Kong because he's my favorite Kong. You'll probably notice that a lot of the videos in this LP will have Chunky in the title, or like Chunky in the thumbnail or something like that. Is there something down here? Oh, there's Diddy coins. I will get those later because Diddy Kong's gonna come back here, and play his musical instrument and get that thinger that was there. What is down here? Oh, this is Tiny Kong. Yeah, I'll just go up and get her. Because why the hell not? She's sort of lagging behind in this world. She hasn't gotten much playtime as of late. I don't know. All the Kongs sort of have like a generally equal amount of playtime. I honestly find that like Lanky, you play Lanky a little bit more than everybody else, but other than that, like it's pretty similar in terms of amount of playtime. And I find that I play, like, I'll walk around the overworld as Chunky a lot more than everybody else, just because that's the way I like to do things. Now, okay, there's the thinger that I'm looking for. I honestly have no idea what this is right here. I cannot remember this whatsoever. I just remembered that, like, seeing this thing, I'm like, oh, it's Tiny Kong's thing, and I'm on the wrong side. This almost looks like a submarine, like a periscope or something like that, that's just sort of sticking out of the ground. And see, this is what I love about the N64 is that they do simple shapes like this, but it doesn't look really gimmicky or anything like that. Oh, it totally is a submarine. This is so cool. I forgot about this. Oh my god. How could I forget about this? Like, I feel like an idiot right now. What is in here? See, the mini monkey thing, like, Tiny uses that a lot in this world. I think she uses it more in this world than basically any other world. I don't remember what to do in here. Is there a barrel or something like that? Let's look around a little bit. Oh, well that's convenient. Wow. It was like right next to me. Way to go. And I was also in a really... Oh god. Oh god, not this one. So the thing that sucks about this minigame is that you have to swat the flies. You have to swat 6. But as soon as you miss one, they speed up. And hopefully I can do this, like, decently. But, like, if you miss one narrowly like that, and they start doing this chattery thing, they'll speed up quite a bit. And it's like, it's really difficult to hit these things because, like, this fly swatter controls like dump. Like, it's really terrible. And, like, it's really floaty. That's what it feels like to me. Like, you sort of feel like you're gonna go right past the thing when you're close to it. The only saving grace for this is that they always spawn in the same spot, like the alligator minigame or whatever the hell. So like you could sort of maybe get like 1 or 2 by just like waiting by the spawn point. But that one, I was surprised that I did that on the first try. I was like legitimately surprised. Like holy crap, I am like actually in shock right now. But yeah, like as I was saying before, like I pride myself on someone who does not script their LPs. Like people who script their LPs, I pretty much have no respect for that. And like I know Chugga Conroy scripts his LPs too. Like he always says like, no, this isn't post commentated, but I've played this game so much that I know exactly what I'm gonna say and exactly when I'm gonna say it. And it's like, yeah, it's off the top of your head, but it's still scripting your LP. Like don't kid yourself. Like, you are not like the messiah that you try and make yourself out to be. Everybody sort of makes Chugga Conroy out to be like, he's the greatest LPer of all time. No, he's not. He's probably the hardest working LPer of all time, because he goes and he'll play through a game like 8 or 9 times, like, to practice before he'll, like, actually even start the LP or anything like that. And that is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how somebody can play a game 8 or 9 times in a row like that. Granted, I sort of used to do that with, like, Super Metroid and Link to the Past. Like, right before I started LPing. I probably played Super Metroid, like, 10 times over the summer that I started LPing in. And, yeah, it was like a lot. By the way, like, the 1-year anniversary of me starting LPing is coming up soon, and I kind of want to do something special for it. I don't really know. Hopefully I'll have my 3DS capture card by then, because I actually looked online today and it arrived in Canada. I got a thing about 2 weeks ago saying that, like, yeah, your thing is shipped. Basically, like, the guy shipped it and he inputted the tracking information into PayPal or whatever, so that he could transfer the information to me and the system to me and stuff like that. I don't really fucking know stuff and things and people, but yeah, like, I'm really hoping that that's here by then, so that I can maybe do, like, a special, like, thing for that, maybe, like, start a new LP or something like that. I have something in the works, but it's not happening just, like, right now. Yeah, I'm switching to Chunky Kong, that's right. Completely forgot who I was switching to. I always love how Chunky Kong's just like, no, don't pick me, dear God, don't pick me. I don't want to be picked. I don't want to be picked first for soccer class. How can you have a class for soccer? What the hell? It's very odd of me to say that, but yeah, you know, I think I'm actually going to call that a video there. Thank you guys very much for watching. Next time on Donkey Kong 64, we'll do more around Gloomy Galleon, maybe get close to finishing it up, I don't know, hopefully we'll be able to do this in like 5 parts or something like that. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, I'm stretching. Bye.